Hello, Nigel Cecil here, Roundtree Gossamer Productions Inc. Don't forget the ink, with the Pandora Theatre at Slough Square, the Medallion Theatre at Deansgate Circus, and the Helios Theatre Group across the Four Nations, which makes me an entertainment entrepreneur. And my friends in Equity, because I'm an entertainment entrepreneur, send me little questions by email to this email address, and I try to give my advice. Now this week, apparently, what was it Hillary chosen? Yes, on the presidential and council elections. There was a rumour, of course, that the Russian bots were involved to get everybody involved, but of course that can't be true, can it, Hillary? Who's it from? Portina Gorbikov? Yes, well, the emails from Portina Gorbikov asking about the equity elections and why the percentage return was so low. It was only about 9%, 3,000 members or so. The one for the General Secretary was about twice that. But still, but the General Secretary one, have a look at that, you see. All singing, all dancing website, wasn't it? It was indeed a singing, dancing website. And it was promoted everywhere. And it went out in its own personal envelope, separately posted and paid for, 2 weeks before the council elections. Now, you see, that probably cost, what, £55,000 or so? I mean, they got the whole postage to pay for and the printing, and that was just for the General Secretary. Was that money well spent? Maybe it has to be done separately. But nowadays, with COVID-19 trashing the cash, one wonders if it was money well spent. But the powers that be say that percentage is so low because the government doesn't allow online voting. Well, you see, that's been for many governments over many years, but let's not the Tory government, why not? But the referenda votes, I recall, is that right, Hillary? They get even a less percentage, and that does allow online voting, you see. But what happened? After the General Secretary elections, everything disappeared. It all went quiet. Look on the Equity website. Was there anything for the council presidential elections? Well, many members say they couldn't find anything. Maybe somebody can find something or could find something, I don't know. You see, then you got the Equity magazine. Now, the presidential and council elections was hidden in the magazine, and the magazine was a reduced version. And if you looked at the editorial, well, let's just have a look. I had to search to find anything that even mentioned the elections. So, considering the presidential and council compared with the General Secretary election, it was actually a non-event. So it's a little bit much to sort of sideline the responsibility by saying the government is to blame. Maybe what we've got in Equity is an illusion of democracy. An illusion of democracy. But you see, at the end of the day, the members have elected the council, so good luck to the council. And if they choose not to vote, even if they didn't know they had to vote, that an election was taking place, well, that's a different thing. But anyway, there we go. But the one thing I spotted, there's a young actor who did very well in the generalist with his vote, came really high to the top, you see, and it makes me wonder if he's from an ethnic minority, will the council put the money where their mouth is and actually elect a young member from an ethnic minority as an Equity vice president? I actually personally think that would be a good move. Let's see if they do that. But meantime, another good move is Sir Andrew Lloyd Webber, because he's put his head above the parapet and started doing something to raise the curtain again. He mentioned a date. Well, here's what I said about a date quite a few weeks ago. Come on, give us a date, government. Give us a date. I'll give you a date. September the 14th. Go on, plan for that. I guarantee it. I'm the government. What? And COVID-19 sets the agenda. And on September the 13th, COVID-19 comes along, and trashes the cash. That's it again. Gone. You see a date. It's all about risk assessment. And small is beautiful, you see. We can have... my panto is going to be much smaller, but very good. Very good, you see. We also mentioned marquees and theatre in the round. That was a few weeks ago as well. Talking of marquees, what about circus marquees? Agile mind, thinking of other ideas. Yes, a circus marquee, the big top. You see, you can erect marquees and you can build in the social distancing. Theatre in the round. You see, That's what we need. Small is beautiful. So while we're waiting to develop the theatres and see what we can do, we need to be looking for new opportunities. You know, from little acorns, oak trees grow. So small is beautiful. And Hillary's happy, aren't you, Hillary? Because Circus Mondeo is coming nearby to where Hillary lives, and you're going to book tickets, aren't you? Yes, here's the information, if anyone is in that area, because all these ideas are all what we need to learn to live with COVID-19 until we've got rid of it. And anybody who wants to get rid of me, well, we've learnt our lesson about that one, haven't we? Russian bots. We've got our friends from the soda factory in Outer Mongolia. They're coming to help us. And who is he called? Oh, he was at Siberia before, was he? Yes, from the soda factory. Yes, a gentleman called Ivor Crater Popov. And he's going to help with our security. So until we meet next week, I'm sure we'll be secure. I look forward to your questions. And I'll get a little bit of pop to bounce along so we can raise the curtain again so the show may go on.